Hi guys, this is Rohit and welcome back to the channel and also welcome back to another car review. Hope you're all doing great. So today I'll be reviewing Tata subcompact crossover SUV, the Tata Punch. I'll walk you through the exteriors, interiors, engine specifications and the on-road price. So watch the video until the very end, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing this for more such car reviews like this and tap on the bell notification for the latest updates. Like I've already said, the Tata Punch is a subcompact crossover SUV from the Tata Motors, which essentially is positioned in a segment below the Tata Nexon. So this will be the smallest SUV of the entire SUV lineup from Tata Motors. It was first unveiled in a motor show back in 2019 and was launched officially on October 2021, which is the last year. For the starters, the Tata Punch shares the same petrol engines from the Altroz, Tiago and the Tigor, which essentially is a 3-cylinder 1.2-litre Revertron petrol engine, which puts out 86 PS of peak power and a maximum torque of 130 Newton meters, which is paired to a 5-speed manual transmission and a 5-speed automatic transmissions as well. Just like its other siblings, the Tata Punch is again a 5-star rated safety car, which is given by the global NCAP and makes it one of the safest cars from the Tata Motors once again. Speaking of safety, I'll be covering it in the later part of the review. Now let's talk about the design and the exteriors. Well, to begin with, for me at least, it looks like a jacked up hatchback with more ground clearance, enough to tackle bad roads. From the front, it has that cute and stubby look. In fact, the overall vehicle itself is round and stubby, which looks good and I like it. The bumper has two-tone paint job, one of which is its body color and the other is general cladding. You get this chrome strip running throughout the front which surrounds the LED DRLs, then complemented by a piano black finish grille, which isn't functional as such, then followed by these tri-arrow shaped inlets for the horn, and kinda looks interesting. The actual functional air inlets are placed in the lower bumpers along with fog lamps as well. Now the headlamps here are the projector ones. Also the headlamps have 8 dams at the corners, which are functional and makes it quite interesting to see it on a smaller SUV. Coming to the wheels, these are 195 by 60 section 16 inches with 16-inch diamond cut alloy wheels, and the pattern looks really good. These wheel arches and the side claddings here further enhances that SUV-ish look. The ground clearance is about 18.7 centimeters or 187 millimeters, which should be sufficient to tackle a bad patch of road and the nasty speed breakers as well. This Punch has a dual tone color scheme, which is quite obvious as the roof and the side wing mirrors are in white. Speaking of which, you actually have a lot of punchy colors to choose from. Well, this Punch is in tornado blue with white roof, and you have other 6 color options to choose from, starting with white, orange, red, bronze, tropical mist and Daytona grey. So you can play with the colors here and choose the best one that suits you. You've got black roof rails and the wing mirrors are electrically adjustable and power foldable as well. Moving your way to the back, on the top there's a high mount stop lamp followed by defogger and the wiper on the rear windshield. Coming to the tail lamps, these are the LED units with again tri-arrow shaped design. Also you have the turn indicators next to them, and also the light intensity of these LED tail lamps is really good. Right in the center below the logo, you actually have the placement for the camera followed by the model name, Punch. The rear bumper design is pretty clean with just a couple of reflectors and 8 dams on either sides of the bumper. Alright, now let's check out the boot space. So the boot carrying capacity of this Punch, or rather this car, has 366 liters, which is decent. Also you'll be getting a parcel shelf along with couple of hooks and a trunk light. Now underneath the trunk there's a 15-inch space saver spare wheel, which is a steel one and has a profile of 185 by 70 section. Well, that's about the boot space. Now let's check out the interiors as well. So just like the Altroz, the rear door handles, or rather the rear door openers, are placed on the top, and that's how you open it. Well, the first thing that you would notice when you open the doors is actually the angle, which is exactly 90 degrees. So just like the Altroz, getting in and out is so comfortable and hassle-free. Speaking of which, if you want to watch the Altroz review as well, I'll be giving you the link to the video in the description box below, or you can just find it on the top. There'll be a link popping out on the screen. Anyways, coming back to this Punch, you get decent sized windows followed by door openers finished in silver, and the side armrest has a light grey color finish. The lower portion of the doors has fairly sized door pockets for your water bottle and a speaker placed next to it. Now coming to the seats, these are fabric ones with a blue stitching and they really look good, and there's an armrest in the center. Alright, now let's get in. So the knee room is great, and so is the legroom and the footroom. There's no hump in the center, so center passengers shouldn't face any footroom issues as such. There's some space to put your belongings or your phone, and that's how the front dash looks like. Well, that's pretty much about the rear seats. Alright, now time for the driver's side. So the driver's side door has a keyless entry and go function. Again, door openers finished in silver, and next to it there's a tweeter. Now to your driver's side controls, you have power window switches, followed by child lock and ORVM controls. Just like the rear, the front door pockets are also fairly sized ones, so you can easily fit in a large size water bottle, and then followed by speakers. Again, fabric seats with blue stitching, and you can adjust the driver's seat height and also the reclining angle as well. There you have the pedals with the proper dead pedal. Bonnet latch placed here. Moving on to the top, you have the engine start stop switch, followed by switches for the light, eco mode, and an idle start stop switch. The inserts on the air vents are finished in bright blue color, which looks really cool. Alright, now let's get in. So again, you get the same 3-spoke steering wheel that you get in an Altroz, and the steering wheel is nicely wrapped in leather with a silver insert on the third spoke. Coming to the controls on the steering wheel, you have horn buttons on either sides. On the left side, you have the controls for the infotainment. So as you can see, you have the track seeking buttons, volume up and down buttons, voice input, and other phone buttons. On the right side, you have the switches for the cruise control and other buttons to toggle through your instrument console. Now the steering wheel is tilt adjustable, not telescopic as such. You have wiper controls on the left side and light controls on the right side. Right in the center, you have the instrument console, which is divided into two parts. One is the analog one, which is for the speed, and the other is a 7-inch TFT display, which is really expansive and shows you a lot of information. So as you turn on the ignition, you can see these different warnings and indications. You have the tachometer onto the left side, and there's odometer, trip meter, engine temperature, fuel gauge on the right side, time, light indications, shows you the range and the driving mode you are in. With the buttons on the steering wheel on the right side, you can toggle through the instrumentation. As you can see, it shows you instant fuel economy, mileage, power and torque figures. So you have all the basic and the standard information that you need in this 7-inch TFT instrument console. Moving your way to the center of the dash, you'll be finding the 7-inch floating infotainment touchscreen by Harman, which supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. In the center, there's this light grayish treatment which runs across the dashboard. Again, the air inserts gets this bright blue treatment. You've got hard plastics all around. And then the glove box is a fairly sized one with illumination, and also has a cooling function, so it is a cool glove box. Now coming back to this infotainment touchscreen, you have this analog clock, which is the screensaver, and when you swipe it, you can change the different layouts of the clock, and also you can have a digital clock as well. Now pressing down the home screen button, you can find the driving information and different connectivity options for your phone, like the Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, USB or the Bluetooth pairing as well. You have radio, voice commands, and there's also a park assist feature, which is the rear view camera. Sorry, ignore the people coming on the screen. Well, what else is there? Already you can change themes, and also the climate control changes will be appeared on the screen. So yeah, it's a pretty good infotainment touchscreen. Alright, now moving your way to the climate controls, you have fan speed buttons. As you can see, you can increase or decrease the fan speed, and then you have the rotary knob for your temperature, and this is an automatic climate control system. So you can just click on auto for the better climate settings. Then you have these ports. You have a 12 volts power socket, and you have a USB A type port. There's some space to put your phone, wallet or your belongings. Then coming to the center, you get this again the same bright blue treatment which you have seen on the air inserts, followed by a 5-speed gearbox with a leather knob. The automatic variants will be getting a 5-speed AMT transmission. Then again a 12 volts power socket, followed by a handbrake and 2 square shaped cup holders. Moving on to the top, there's a sun visor, a single reading light, and finally an adjustable rear view mirror. So that's all about the interiors. Now let's see the variants we have on offer. So there's Pure, Adventure, Accomplished and Creative. Pure will be the base variant, which is only available in manual transmission, while the Creative will be the top end variant, which I have reviewed right now and is available in manual transmission and also automatic transmission. There's also a special edition for the Tata Punch, which is called the Kaziranga edition, wherein you'll be getting a leather dual tone seat, dashboard in earthy BG color, satin black fenders and jet black diamond cut alloy wheels. Then coming to the safety features, like I've already said, this is a 5-star rated car. You get dual airbags, front fog lamps with cornering function, reverse parking camera, automatic headlamps and rain sensing wipers, ISO fixed child seat mounts, puncture repair kit, perimetric alarm, puddle lamps, defogger, and ABS and EBD with brake sway control. Also, it has got connected car tech features with IRA technology. Finally, coming to the on-road prices, the base variant Punch Pure costs 6,78,000 rupees on-road Visakhapatnam, while the top variant Petrol Creative Manual costs around 10,24,000 rupees on-road Visakhapatnam. If any Vizag viewer is watching this video and interested in buying a Tata car or at least test driving your favorite Tata car, please visit TriStar Tata Motors, which is on NH5 Highway, Visakhapatnam. So that's all for the review, guys. Hope you liked it. If so, give it a like and consider subscribing this channel for more such car and bike reviews like this. Thank you so much. Drive safe and have a nice day.